Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. When was the last time you played a video game? Just admit it. It's okay. I don't care which video game you played. I don't care if it was something as simple as Bejeweled, Mom!
Yes.
Or Modern Warfare. Doesn't matter. When was the last time you played the game? Any game. If you're playing one right now while you're listening or watching this video, you probably have a problem. I'm not a doctor, but I like to pretend I am. No, it's not medical advice by any means. But did you realize that video games may be consuming your life? So we've got a guest blogger there on Locker Gnome. We've got his article, "Are Video Games Consuming Our Lives?" linked in this video's description. You should see it above me or below me. Well, the virtual, I mean, not physically above me. There's a link somewhere. Click it. And this is written by Billy McGovern 12. And he'd quoted that 402 tweeted a while back, "Modern Warfare 2 players have invested more than 1.75 billion hours." That's over 250,000 years, if you don't know how to do the math on that one, of Modern Warfare 2 gameplay on Xbox Live alone since release. Could you imagine if those 200,000 hours were dedicated to something that was a bit more, how you say, constructive? I'm not saying that video games are a complete waste of time. They're not. They increase your dexterity, your hand-eye coordination. They keep your brain running fast. There is absolutely a time and a place for video games. But when is it too many times? When is it too many places? 200,000 years. Whew, gone. And that's just one video game. Can you imagine how much time is wasted with Words with Friends? Or Angry Birds. Doesn't have to be a first-person shooter to be a video game. Any one of these indulgences could siphon away precious resources. I'm curious to know, with my audience, how much time, on a daily basis, if not weekly, do you spend playing video games? And why? Are you, I mean, yes, it's enjoyable, certainly, but is there nothing better that could be done with the time that you have on your hands? Or is it just so much of an escape? And I'm asking this is a legitimate question, and I'm not passing judgment at all. Because I do love video games. I absolutely do. I have plenty of them installed on either the Mac or iOS devices. You've seen my stack of PSP games and Nintendo DS games and Xbox games. Don't have many PS3 games or Wii games, but I do have a PS3 or a Wii. Why is it? I mean, I'm surrounded by games, but I just find myself that if I'm spending an hour on something, and there are rare occasions that if I can't do anything else with my time, I will pull myself into a game. A Monster Ate My Homework has been my favorite as of, the most recent few months, I guess. But then I beat every level, so it wasn't as much fun anymore. Not much replayability there. Why is it that you spend your time, or so much time, on video games? It's a legitimate question, not passing judgment at all. I just know that I'd rather be doing something else, I think, than spending my extra time with video games. Maybe even watching TV, movies, videos on YouTube, interacting with other people. I mean, that's much more enjoyable for me than a video game. Not to say that I don't play video games, because I absolutely do. So I'm just curious what the audience makeup is. Take a look at this article, "Are Video Games Consuming Our Lives?" Give us your perspective. Whether you leave a comment here on YouTube, or maybe you're watching this video as it's embedded on the article itself, and which point, please tell other people that we've done this article, possibly get their perspectives, and feel free to share it on social media, and then leave a comment if you've got a story, if video games are consuming your life, or if you don't believe that video games consume lives at all. I know some people have died from playing video games because they just didn't get up frequently enough. They died. Video games can kill people. It's not like the number one leading death of geeks. That's probably something else. But just curious to know what the community has to say about the questions that I've asked.